and assuming some of those are obviously dropping from 4 to 3.5, that's QBP.
It's a lot of money. Yeah, it's a lot of money.
And Dave, so your point is not that CMS shouldn't be doing this because it's causing plans to lose QBP necessarily, or it's more just the concept of how they're that Tukey shouldn't be applied in the first place, or no?
Yeah, again, I have researched this, and I do not blame CMS. I blame us. So that's the first thing I want to make extremely clear. Feel bad for the folks in Baltimore. We're to blame. So that's first, and then in terms of what's exacerbating the problem, I think part of it is kind of what we were just talking about. It's like looking for good news connected to a bad behavior, right? We're executing this statistical methodology wrong, and then we're trying to create a storyline as an industry that somehow makes it all, makes it all something you can gulp down. And did CMS even need to save that money? I've never heard them say we need to save a bunch of money.
Well, if you look at what they've done with the final rule changes, look at everything they've done with final rule changes, the potential change to QI hold harmless, the reward factor replacement with HEI, all of this stuff. They came out and said it's going to save $25 billion over the next 10 years. QI alone is going to be $19 billion. So they definitely have a goal of reducing spend on QBP.
The Medicare Trust Fund, right?
I hear you on that, but I've never heard anybody from CMS say, you know what, we have to save $30 billion over the next 10 years, or we don't hit our goals to save the trust fund. I've never heard anybody say that. And so okay, maybe they want to save some money. I don't know that they're not going to just spend it on something else, though. Do you know that's actually going to be savings? So I think we're making some assumptions that I'm not sure.
I hope they fix some potholes in Houston.
I'm not sure we can. I'm not sure we can make. So that's the first thing. And then in kind of the exacerbator. You're talking about money. The exacerbator here is the cliffs, right? The stepwise cliffs, and let's say that there is a number that they got to get to. Nick, I have no way of knowing, whether that's a good or bad point. I'm just saying I've never heard.
Yeah.
But let's say it's true, right? They have an internal number they got to get to, right?
Yeah.
And that would be something we would understand because the United States is spending too much right now.
Right.
It's some nosebleed 30 trillion number or something like that. So yeah, they need to get to some savings. Well, then why not uncouple revenue with quality in the way it's currently configured with cliffs and just scale it in, just a gradual scale. And they can set the amount of money they want to pay, and it just sort of scales in down to 4-star if we want to use the exact same cut point now, and it's just the amount of money they got, and in it goes proportionally. I think that there are lots of ways to do this where we uncouple ourselves from the source of the problem without having to do yoga to make the current approach work. And that's what we're doing.